It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Atlanta Falcons. Fields this way up at the 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Now pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Sione Takitaki. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7. Blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. He'll find Williams on the slant. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Mike Williams.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Off of play action, it's Watson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Ball carrier.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jeffrey Simmons, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, he'll let this go deep for it's caught at the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
23 yards on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Watson off play action. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Here's Watson. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
5-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. On 4th down, Watson. And he'll find Pittman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expecting.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Michael Pittman. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7.
Raiders 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
Pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches.
Now Mostert. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
number 17. The ball
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs.
With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now the try here for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Eluding the pressure right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. They're going for it. It's Watson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. He'll pitch it back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Jackson. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. On 1st and 10, Watson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now a first down throw, Watson. And the Raiders have got him. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. That's to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Stepping up, he'll try and run. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Las Vegas, first down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He pitches it. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Ball carrier.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And his kick here is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Watson, and he will find his big tight end over the middle. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That's another.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down.
Watson's pass.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Throwing again is Watson.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up
out of the gun, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Michael Pittman.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Mostert, the ball carrier, tackled at the 25-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Gain of 14. And a Raider first down.
Jackson going to look to do it himself.
He gives it up. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Raiders.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And now it's 3rd down. Now Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. Then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch, and now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up
on 2nd and 12. Watson.
7-yard line.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Jackson.
At the 14.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Jackson's pass.
Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He is good.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
Fourth down.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Watson off play action. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Watson looks to throw again. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. At the 38, they'll run it. This is Michel. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he'll find Pittman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Watson. They're going right back to Pittman.
Complete to Michael.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Falcons.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Back to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
The 5-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Once again, it's Mostert. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he's into the clear. 30.
If you
10.
were me, you do this too.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Las Vegas.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. One last throw here for Watson. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. But no doubt they had to go for 2 to tie the game. Now they need a miracle on the onside kick.
They gave it their best shot. Can they pull it off here and maybe get one of those onside kicks that bounces perfectly, and they can grab it and run it all the way to the other end zone? That's what they're down to at this point.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Las Vegas, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.